Good evening. This is Sean from the Detroit Disney Duo. And hey, please like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks. So, today we're going to be talking about what everybody else has been talking about as of late. And that is when is the parks going to open? Everybody's making a lot of speculation and a lot of predictions lately. So why not jump in and make our own predictions? That's right. So I'm going to be making my own prediction here on the Detroit Disney Duo channel. That's right. So first things first, there's a few things that we know that we heard for sure from the earnings call that happened for Disney. Also, we do know some news that they've pushed out reservation when you can make the reservations as of now. And we do know, for instance, that they opened up Disney Springs on they're going to be doing that May the 20th. That's when that's going to be open again. Nothing Disney will be open. No store that Disney owns will be open during that time. Which is interesting, even though those stores are in Disney Springs, which is, I believe, and I could be wrong, but I believe is Disney property. And yes, okay. Now here's another thing, and also, let's just jump right into it here. So first things first. Disney is no longer taking reservations for any resorts until July the 1st. That means, what about all those people that had reservations in June? Are they going to be canceled pretty soon? I had reservations. The Detroit Disney Duo had reservations in June to go to Walt Disney World and stay there. We called the DVC people and they said, hey, no problem. They took our points and put them back to where they originally came from. And they gave us no problem canceling whatsoever. Now, they have been canceling resort reservations in the last part of May right now. I'm suspecting that they will be canceling probably starting June reservations pretty soon. I'm just putting that out there. That's my speculation of what will be happening. So, right now, as we speak, we were able to re-reserve in the month of October, which is really, really great. But how will things be in October? Nobody really knows. What we do know for certain is the task force, for instance, in the Florida task force, which included the Disney parks and the resorts and Disney World. In the conversation, they have talked about, there's these ideas that they've talked about, social distancing, the queue lines, the virtual queues, maybe 6 feet in queues, which is going to be really hard. You know how long the lines are. And we know how the virtual queues work. They've been working in Disney World already, in Star Wars land. Some of those rides that Rise of Resistance, you have to be able to have a virtual queue. You have to wait for it, and they call your party, but everybody's hanging out in one spot anyways, waiting for it. Yeah, that's not really social distancing. It's a virtual queue, but people still gather. You know what I'm saying? So, this, and then also, could they go at 50% or 75% capacity? Well, probably not. We already know from the earnings call that they're probably not going to be going at 50% or 75% capacity. I can tell you from being a business owner and also listening to the earnings call that most definitely me and the owners of Disney and other bigwigs who also people that run businesses know that you cannot operate your business at all unless you're making a profit. Because just because that you're not going to lose as much as you would have lost, that you're not just going to operate just so you can take a loss. And that's a great move, because if for instance you operate and you're going to lose more money because you're spending more operational costs to put everything out there for everybody to indulge in, and at the same time you're losing money because of your the occupancy is shrunk, and you can't get that much money, you can't recoup it all back. They still are at a loss. Now it'll be a smaller loss maybe, but maybe it might be a bigger loss because they're spending a lot of money to and then they're not making a profit. So it could be to what they said at the earnings call is they're not going to, even if they think that it's not profitable to open up the parks at all, because they won't be making any money, it won't be profitable for it, they're not going to do it. I believe they're going to be waiting until almost this thing is past us, or that there's a vaccine, or that that they can go 100% capacity and people actually do what they're supposed to be doing. I don't know that they're going to, Shanghai. This is what I'm saying. Shanghai is probably going to be the test, the testing grounds for this entire the way to get back to normal operations, or the new normal operations of how things will go. First of all, culture in Shanghai is way different than it is here in America. We have we work our social the way that America is. We have a constitution and our rights and everything else like that, and people they have differing of opinions of whether or not they're going to abide by certain guidelines, and so I don't know that Disney wants to take that chance and have to deal with people that may or may not disagree, that they have to follow certain rules, whatever the rules might be. I believe that they're not going to deal with any of that. They're not going to get into, they don't want to. And then also the liabilities and the chances. I don't know if Disney is going to take those liabilities and chances and whatnot. So in order to get back, also they'll have to do these steps that the task force comes up with. Also, they'll have to get all of their employees back, the furloughed employees, and some of the ones that they let go. Get new employees, retrain them specifically in all the things that they have to do in order to come back. Cleanliness, sanitation, making more people to help keep the crowds social distanced, making sure people are properly maybe wearing masks, and stuff like that. And that's going to take a little bit to train everybody, because there's going to be this hit or miss. There's going to be a lot of training going on. And a lot of ways that you're going to have to talk to somebody to make sure they understand the importance of what they need to do in order so that everybody, including the person who's at the park and the person, so they can enjoy themselves and other people can enjoy their time too, without having a dilemma or an argument or anything else like that. So all this training has to happen probably before. Now, Shanghai may be a different place, because they may not have the same rights as Americans have rights. and they don't really have a constitution or anything else like that. And not to make this, this is not a political thing at all. To be honest, Disney is going to also make sure that they make a lot of that they make some profit also. One thing that they said in the earnings call that was really good, really good information that I'm going to share with you is that Disney knows that the fans will return whenever that they open. They're not going to lose any fans over this. Look, they're not going to lose any patrons because they're closed down, because people love Disney. I love Disney. You love Disney. We all love Disney. We're going to go, they know that we're going to go back to the theater and we're going to watch the movies. We're going to rent the movies. We're going to have, Disney Plus. We're going to go to the parks. We're going to visit the parks. We're going to wait till they open and we're going to go there. We're going to hang out and do what we need to do because we're fans. We know Disney. We like Disney and we trust Disney, and we're their backbone supporters. And some of us are even invested in the resorts by being DVC members and so on and so forth. So Disney knows that if they have to wait longer and to make things easier and make a profit and stuff like that, they know that you will be back. You will be back. So my prediction is that this may not happen till 2021 that the parks are open. It may not be till 2021 as some have predicted earlier on, and whatnot. I think Disney knows that last year they made billions and billions of dollars on movies, and they also have the television network ABC, and they have the other things that they make money on. They sell a lot of products with Disney. They're still making money, and it costs way less for them to keep it closed completely than it is to have it at half time, half 50% or 75%. They want to make sure that they're going to do the right thing with the least amount of liabilities and making the best profit, and making sure that it's very entertaining for that to happen again. So with that said, it may be I would say 2021 or very late in 2020. Anyways, that's my prediction today on May the 10th, 2020. Thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later. And remember to hit the subscribe button and give it a thumbs up. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.